Good morning, everyone. We are back, and we are back to talk about our June budget, which is well overdue. The last few months, I have not put up a budget. I haven't been cash stuffing like I should have been. Anything of that nature due to the fact of my health concerns, which has been crap since October of 2023, and I am just struggling each and every day to try to figure out what in the hell has gone wrong with my health. But good news is I do have 2 upcoming appointments on the same day. I have an echocardiogram on Tuesday morning, and Tuesday afternoon I have a CT scan of my chest. And we're going to find out really what's going on. I should know some information by the end of next week, so I'm very happy to hear that. So my bills have gone up a little bit this month. I've got some new things I'm jumping on board. I've got some things I'm going to revamp just a tad bit to make it a little bit more suitable for my liking. And just some new things that are going to be going on. I'm trying not to overdo things, but I always have a tendency to overdo regardless. I've got 1,000,001 things on my plate, and I've got time for 2. 2 things out of 1,000,001. So let's talk about our rent. My rent is usually $800. Since last month in May, my rent went up by $100 per month. It is now $900. And the reason I'm paying $900 is my landlord has decided he wants a pet deposit after me living in his house for 14 years, which I'm not purchasing because they're not willing to sell. And I don't want to stay here much longer if I'm not going to buy a house. I really need a space of my own where I can have a fenced-in backyard. And I love my backyard, but it's not fenced in. My problem right now is that I have a lot of people who walk through my backyard to get from one side of a street to another because I'm on the corner between 2 streets. I also have a next-door neighbor who has a pit bull Rottweiler mix who jumps their 4.5-foot fence, comes over and does his business in my yard, and they don't seem to care. So I'm going to take it up with the city because it's becoming quite the nuisance. The other issue is I'm not able to put out any of my greenhouses or any of my green stalks or anything like that because I'm afraid something's going to get stolen. So I really need to get the hell out of this area and move because of all these issues. Had my landlord let me buy this house, I would have put up an 8-foot privacy fence and I would have taken care of the whole damn situation. But that's not what's going to happen. So I'm going to be looking to move next year. And if I don't get to Florida right off the bat, well, then I'm going to move somewhere. So yes, my rent is up to $900 until September. After September, it will drop back down to $800 for October, but also remember that my landlord is raising my rent every single year at $50. So starting in January, it's going to be $850. And I'll be real honest, y'all. I live in a 1953 house. It's never been updated. There are things that my landlord needs to do, and he's not doing. I'm not going to do it for him because I don't own the house. And I really want to get to a house that has a little bit more upgrades. As long as I have a dishwasher in my house, which I don't currently have one, and I have a fenced-in backyard and a 2-car or maybe even a 1-car garage, I would be suitable with that with, 4 bedrooms and a basement. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll see. I mean, I've been flip-flopping a lot about what we want to do. I still want to go to a tiny house in the future. My son and I are also talking about RV life when the girls get out and decide to go to college. My son is one of those kiddos who just wants to have a remote job, stay with his mama, and, be what he wants to be. But, we'll see. He's only at 13. He can change his mind. But we're also talking about RV life living too as well. So we shall see what happens. So that's why my rent is elevated. My utilities are at $475. That includes my gas, which is my furnace, which was not on right now. It also includes my water heater, which is constantly being used with all of us in the house. And it also includes my electric, which I am keeping my house between 68 and 71 degrees because it has been super hot here. And I'm not down for that. The next is my internet, and my internet is through AT&T. That was $85 this month. They are claiming that it's going to go up by $5, but I do have the situation where they are literally taking it out of my account, so it stays at $85 for me, not $90. It's not going to go up. My Insta Ink right now is that what's next is my Insta Ink. No, sorry, my streaming apps. My streaming apps all add up to $32 right now for the kiddos. I don't do very much on the streaming apps, but the kids really do like them. So I allow them to have that. My Insta Ink is next. It's at $22 per month. After that, my Verizon has gone up, and it went up to $270. The reason for that is my travel pass finally came back at around and snapped me. So when I go overseas, I turn on travel pass, which only gives me 5 megabytes, I believe, per day, which is like next to nothing. But it's the only internet access that I have while I'm over there. It's so that I can at least call my kids, check on them. They can send me a message. But anytime you even open anything up, read a message, anything that you use, it automatically gives you the $10 day bill. So that was added to my account. So 12 days cost me $120. Like, oh. But anyways, that's already been paid for as well. Let's talk about my Self credit card here in just a minute. I'm going to skip that and I'm going to explain to you why here in a minute. After Self, groceries is at $400. And y'all, I haven't done any grocery hauls for you, and I know you all love those grocery hauls, but I have been so super sick. I just can't seem to get up to do it. So groceries is $400, and my trash bill went up too. My trash bill should be at $106. It says $100, so my overall total should go up by $6. So instead of it being $2,434, my overall total was $2,440. So that's a correction I need to make. I had to get an extra trash can. They charged me $40 just to drop off a trash can. Now, this is the trash company I'm having issues with. So I'm thinking by September or October, I'm going to be switching companies. Yes, they're going to actually charge me another $40 to pick up my trash cans, but I'm going to be done with them because I don't like the way that I'm being treated. I don't like the issues I've had with them, things of that nature. So my trash bill has gone up to $106 every 3 months now. I find that a little expensive, but at the same time, I'm going to look in and check out another company, which seems to be brand new in my area anyways. And with that being said, they are coming constantly. I see them at my neighbor's house all the time. So I'm like, you know what? It's AAA, and I'm going to ask and find out how much theirs costs before I make the switch. And I think I'm going to regardless because they seem to be really reliable. All right, y'all, let's go back up to my Self credit card and let's explain a little bit about this. I have been on the Self Builder credit card program for nearly 3 years. The first year I did it, they have 4 different tiers, I believe. It's 25, 35, 45, and 150. The first 3 tiers that if you join those are a 2-year program. I didn't want to do a 2-year program. I needed my credit boost to go up, and I needed to show that I was having a much healthier credit situation and get a healthier credit score due to the fact of my divorce and things of that nature. So I chose the 1-year program. I completed that and ended up getting a Self credit card, which is literally a prepaid card. And what they do is every month when you put your amount onto the card that you are scheduled to put, again, mine was $150 for 1 year. After 3 months, I saw that I was doing it. They gave me the option to get the Self credit card, which again is a prepaid card. And I thought, okay, that's great. I got it. And then they would allow me to move some of that money that was being put in a savings pot, which is what I pay every month, my monthly payment of $150, onto, I should say, my Self credit card. And they would give me every couple of months, they would let me move a little bit more from that savings onto the card, so I was able to use it. But then I was also needing to pay back that card on top of paying my payment for my Self credit card pot for the savings side. So I did that. I completed that successfully. Awesome. The minute I made the last payment on that agreement for the 1 year at $150 a month, they gave me an option to do it for 2 years. And I thought, oh, wow, okay. And so I went in there and I did it for another 2 years at $150 a month for 2 years. Now, I thought that I was going to continuously be able to increase my credit line on the Self credit card by moving it from the savings balance into the credit balance when they would allow me to, because they give you the option every once in a while to do so. Not every month. Mine was happening almost every single month, but not every single month. And it automatically stopped a few months ago, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't able to gain any access from the Self savings side to the Self credit side. And so I called them and I found out that they have a limit, a top out limit on that credit card of $3,150. And I've already reached that limit. So everything else right now that I am paying for all the way from a couple of months ago until March of 2025, when I am done with the program, I will not complete it a third time, because I don't have any access to put that money onto the self credit card. I'm already maxed out at their top credit line limit, which is, again, $1,350. So all the money that I've been putting in there for the last couple of months, all the way through until March of 2025, when I'm done with the program on March 3rd, it will save, in my savings pot, $1,800. Now, that can be annoying because I'd like to have that on the credit card and keep increasing my credit line, but that's fine, y'all. It does something even better for me. It's allowing me to save that $150 every single month until March, and then it is going to dump $1,800 straight into my bank account. When it does that, Phillips James Madison High School online program, he just started 9th grade, will nearly be completely paid off. Now, I am picking up a $150 payment as of July 3rd for his classes. It's $150 a month until it's paid off. His high school years are 9th through 12th, $1,800 for the program. And y'all, this program already includes, he's got all 12 electives already. He's got all access to all 4 years of his coursework, which obviously he has to start with 9th grade first. But as soon as he's done with 9th grade, 10th grade just falls right down into line. This is a completely comprehensive program that does all 4 years, and you've got access to it. So he can go at his own pace. He's got up to 6 years to finish it. He wants to complete high school in 2.5 years, which I think is pretty ambitious, but my son has nearly a 160 IQ. So he can do it. He's very, very smart. So with that being said, when that payout comes by March of next year. Now, the James Madison High School program also has virtual classes. It's got where he can call in and get assistance with his tutoring. He can get tutoring online. It's got video class. I mean, it's got the whole shebang. Okay, y'all, I'm so happy with this program. I know somebody else who completed it, and at the end of the program, you get an actual high school diploma. This is not an online certificate. It's not a GED. I was thinking about getting him into a GED because he's so smart, and getting a waiver for that. But we did the James Madison High School program. He will get an actual transcript. He actually gets a diploma. And that's what's important for those of us who are homeschoolers. We want to get our kids diplomas, okay? So back to my self-credit. Long-winded to say all that, but I'm so super excited about where he's at on his program journey for high school. He'll nearly be paid off. Now, Jessica is still in 8th grade. It takes her a little bit more time. She has a full-on IEP. I'm going to speak with James Madison High School. I am going to put her into the program in March of next year as a 9th grader. I need a little bit more time with her as an 8th grader to get her caught up on some things. Her math skills are so far behind. That's what I need to speak with James Madison on. She is in 8th grade, but she's got the math skills of a 5th grader right now. And that's because the school district screwed her up. And I'm not saying it was the teachers. I'm saying it was the district because they didn't follow her IEP. Jessica has a 75 IQ, and they didn't do right by her. That's why I pulled Jessica out. Philip was too smart, and they wouldn't advance him, so I pulled him out. But with that being said, I'm going to put Jessica into the program in March. When I do, I'm hoping to get a sibling discount before I do anything else. As soon as they give me that discount, which I'm thinking they will, I'm sure there's a sibling discount. I'll have to look more into it, but I'm going to take that. I'm going to put the $20 down for her program. Then I'm going to pay off Philip's program in full with that $1,800 that I have from self moving into my bank account. And then with that, I'm going to turn around and pay nearly almost all of hers off as well. So I'll only have a couple of months to pay on hers, and her high school years will be taken care of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a James Madison tracker to my budget from here on out, to my sinking funds. And that way, as of March, once Phillips is paid off and Jesse's is nearly paid off, I'll pull the rest of that out and I'll pay hers off in full. And then both kids' high school programs are taken care of, and I don't have to buy anything else for the high school years. They've got plenty of paper, notebooks, things of that nature. I stocked up years ago on that stuff, and I've got years worth of that stuff for them if they need it. You know, a lot of things are done digitally now online. The one thing I will continue to buy them is handwriting books for their cursive learning. That is something separately that they are going to continue to do, because a lot of kids now in school don't even know how to write in cursive, and it's pathetic that the school district has gone this way. I do not like the school system. I do not like the curriculums. I think that they are subpar at best. There are kids coming out of high school who don't know how to budget their life. There are kids coming out of high school who don't even know how to write cursive when they sign their names on documentations. There are kids coming out of high school who can't even fill out a job application or even write a resume. And that is beyond pathetic. So my kids will learn all of that on top of their James Madison High School program. And they already have. When I go to the doctor's office, I hand them the paperwork and they fill out all their information on their own. Not only, I'll get you some water here in a minute. That is our littlest guy. He is nudging the food bowl because it's not spitting out the food because it's not time. I have an automatic 5-cup pet feeder that does 5 rotations. Each one holds a cup, and he wants to get fed now. So that's where we're at there. That's why my self-credit card, I'm not going to renew the program again. I will complete the program on March 3rd of next year, 2025. So that's up and around the corner, and I've never missed anything on that. Now, with that being said, my credit score has gone up by over 225 points. And that will probably increase a little bit more by the end of the program. I am super excited. I do love the program, but unless they give me another self-credit card to move things onto, I'm not going to redo that program. So that is that. That's where that's at. So I just wanted to let you know. So I'm going to close up my binder, and I'm going to show you another thing that I'm doing. I'm super excited. I just got this project completed. I've got nothing in my shop going up until today. We've been having things go up, but not everything's been going up. So we are still behind on our Etsy shop, y'all. I mean, when somebody took all that stuff down, it just destroyed my shop. So it's taking a while for me to get everything relisted. And let me move things out of the way because things are falling all over the place. These glass jars are going to hold different things that I'm getting ready to sell, but I need to separate them. So my desk is so overloaded. My desk is 6 feet long. It's an actual black folding table. I prefer folding table over desks because desk doesn't seem to give you a lot of space. But I'm in desperate need of about 3 to 4 more of these 6-foot tables. When my daughter goes back to Arkansas, the entire basement is becoming my Etsy shop. I'm not even joking. Recording studio, Etsy shop, all that, because I've got a lot more things coming on board here shortly. So, with that being said, I'm going to move this aside for a minute because that just fell over. All right, y'all. This is going to be going up in my shop in different situations. I am getting ready to relaunch my game boards that we're taking down. Now, my game boards have already been completed, but I want to relaunch them, and then I'm going to be adding in a disc-bound binder. My son and I just got done creating this one. It's got the 6 rings. It's got the little front and back covers, and it's going to come with a certain amount of different disc-bound envelopes. And I love these because there's no zipper to them. This one right here is holding 24 envelopes, y'all, and look, it is so easy, and it's thin. I love it. So my son and I just created this. We cut the covers yesterday to make sure that they fit properly. It's got the disc-bound ring, so you can pull these off and rearrange them as needed. And then you slip in your money and you slip in your savings challenge or whatnot, whatever you choose to do so. So this is one that I'm actually keeping for myself, but I'm going to be putting up more today. So with that being said, if you do get one of these, you will get yourself whatever amount of sleeves that you want. We're going to start off with 12. We're not going to do 6, but we're going to do 12 and 24. Those are going to be 12, 18, and 24 are going to be the options. You'll be able to choose your own trackers out of my shop, the single trackers, or You can tell me, hey, look, I want you to custom do a birthday one with the name, I don't know, Maggie on it or something like that. So you can either have us custom create trackers specifically for you, or you can choose ones in my shop to add to this. You will also get the actual labels that go with it. So the labels are on matte sticker paper. They are completely removable. So if you decide that you want to change your category, you're not going to rip up your envelopes. You're not going to need any kind of alcohol or, you know, Q-tips or any kind of cotton balls or anything to try to remove the sticker and try to pull it off without ruining your envelopes. They will not ruin the envelopes. They come right off because I've tested that several times. So this one here is literally going to be for me, and I'm going to use it as an emergency fund, and this is why. I flipped it over. This one has Life Happens. Now, I do have a Life Happens board that's coming back out today. If you order that board, you not only get 24 of these envelopes, you get yourself the binder with the 24 envelopes. You will get 24 stickers, and each sticker correlates with what is on the board. Now, let me say something. There is one thing on the board, maybe two things on the board that might bother people a little bit. Number one is the divorce one. You may not be getting a divorce. You may never have been married. You may be in a very, very happy relationship and married, and you can change that divorce to something else. You can change it to something else you want to save for. We just did this board because I thought it was really cute, because life does happen and crap just happens, and you know, maybe you got to save for certain things. But you can change that one if you want. It's not a big deal. You can just stick something over it and make that board into something else. Like take a little piece of sticker paper, cut out that size, and put it on top and put it somewhere else. Something else on it or something of that nature. So that one you can change. The other one is if somebody is to die, like a funeral or something like that. Y'all, I am actually going to be saving for a headstone and things of that nature. And when I do that, sometimes it's a touchy subject for people. They don't want to do something of that nature. But you can also change that as well. So there you go. That's the other thing that we have coming out, is our game board is going to come out with the game board. You can choose to either get the game board by itself, or you can get it with the actual binder, with the binder sheets inside, the envelopes, and the stickers that'll be coming with it. I put that on the back because I wanted to show you that we are also just doing the disc bound sets 2 and 12, 18, and 24 counts. And again, you'll get stickers and you'll get the actual Savings Challenge cards that you want, or you want us to make for you, and that will be going up today as well. So I've got a couple more sets that I'm going to be making. I have got a personal supplier that is actually supplying me some of my items that won't be in until Monday, I believe, is when she's mailing them out. So that is what I have for that. So that's a new item that's coming on board. This is another item that is going to be coming on board, and this is the Bank It binder. Now, with this Bank It binder, this is something I showed you before. I was hoping to start it, but I've got too many savings challenges, and that's my problem. I have too many savings challenges, not enough money to go around, so I have to limit myself, and it's really hard for a lot of us to limit ourselves when we see so many cool savings challenges. But this is the Bank It challenge, and it's got the little Bank It sticker down here. And with this, you do get a bunch of different envelopes. You get tab dividers. You get A6 line paper to write down your wish list and things of that nature that you want to save for. So with that being said, inside here, you get all of the 52-week stickers, y'all. All 52-week stickers are in here. That's going to stay in here. Now, this comes with this envelope. This is a flap envelope, and I sell these in my shop as well. Here shortly I will be, I should say, because I haven't started doing it, but I will. And when I sell these in my shop, it will be these, they'll come in different sets, and you'll be able to get savings challenges, and you'll also get a sticker label to go on the front of them as well. This one is a $5,000 savings challenge. Now, you can move this around. You don't have to do the $5,000 one. There is a $1,378 challenge in here as well, and a $2,000 challenge. These are laminated and reusable. And what you do is you'll put the stickers on to these. Dun, dun, dun. So good. So if you do week 1, week 2, week 3, they're double-sided, triple on each side, 4, 5, and 6. And there is a little lamination between them so that your money does not get mixed together. So that is one challenge. The second challenge here is the $1,378 challenge. And if you want to use this in place of the $5,000 up here, you can feel free to do it in any way that you want, any format that you want. I just have it listed this way. This is a $1,378 52-week challenge, and I give you a secondary envelope so that you're able to save money into that one. And then the third challenge is the $2,000 challenge, and again, you get another envelope with that one. Then you get tab dividers, and in between each tab divider, you have some paper so you can write down what you're saving for, whether it's a wish list, whether it's something else that you want to save for, that you need to have in your house, whether you're doing this for a house deposit, anything of that nature. The sky's the limit on the Bank It challenge. And so you do get an A6 binder. It will be closed like that. You do get the little sticker. Now the Bank It sticker, this one actually already has it on there, but the other ones will come so that you can put the sticker on yourself. So this will be going up in my shop hopefully today as well. It's called the Bank It challenge, and this is amazing. So love this challenge. It's awesome. I think the grand total is $8,378 to complete this challenge for this entire binder. So that is the second binder situation that we have going out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, you always know you can leave that down in the comment section down below. That was our June budget. One of the things I do want to change over with our June budget is I am going to start cash stuffing my bills as well. I've been asked several times if I would not only show my bills, but also cash stuff it so you guys can see where my money is going each and every time that I am spending things in that of that nature. Now, my expenses this week really wasn't that much. I did put an order in for an $80. Y'all, a bed rail for $80 is crazy. But I needed one to go at the very, very end of my bed. And that is because Gilligan, who was over there kicking the water bowl and the food bowl because he's hungry and he wants to drink and eat now at 5 o'clock in the morning, keeps falling off my bed. And my bed is waist level high because I have it on bed risers. I love my bed being up like that. But the problem with that is he kept falling off the bed, and he is not in very good health, y'all. He's 14 years old, and we just got him a few months ago. We are getting him to gain some weight, but he's still looking kind of rough. So we're working with him, and it's going to take a while to get his health up in that. But he kept falling off my bed. So I literally bought a bed rail and could not believe they're $80 for the 36-inch one that I got. And so that's at the end of the bed. But now I'm going to have to purchase 2 side ones that are going to be a little bit smaller and kind of encapsulate the bottom half of my bed so that he doesn't fall off the sides now either. So that's going to be another $40 charge as well. But I did already spend the $80. Another $40 charge for the 2 side rails that need to go up. And then I did get a supply order that I needed for my Etsy shop. And that was, oh my gosh, I want to say that was $100. And then I just did another supply order that I got that is coming on Tuesday, and that is $60. So that will complete my expenses for this week. I do plan to get another discbound cover like I have here. This one is strictly going to go for my bills. I think I'm going to go back to the Budget by Mom workbook paycheck system. I really like the way this is set up, but I really like how it kind of converts and rolls down a whole bunch of different categories, where my one has the bills, and I have to flip to expenses, and I have to flip to debt and things of that nature. So I think I'm going to go back to the workbook, Budget Mom workbook by paycheck system, and I actually have that as a printable, y'all. I did not buy the actual pretty little bounded book, and here's why. Number one, I want to keep it in a discbound system. Number two, I can reprint that over and over again. I don't have to go buy one every single year just because I wanted the pretty notebook version. Mine prints right from my computer. Yes, it's like 378 pages or something of that sort, but it prints straight from my computer, and I don't have to buy it again. I also have 2 other undated printable budget systems. I have the organized monies budget system, and it's a whole year as well. And I also have the year one that is completely undated as well, and that's Rainbow's Budget's first one that she ever put out. So like I've told you before, I don't have the need to buy any other planners. I want to stay with the discbound system, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm rolling all of my cash envelopes now into this discbound system because I am totally in love with the way that you can sit there and take this off. If I need to move it to a different section or whatnot, these are just absolutely amazing. These are beautiful. These are more than worth the price. And I was so happy that, that I got this. This one is on backwards, sorry. That I got this for this one. I put the covers backwards so that I could show you this version. And then I wanted to show you that I am doing the Life Happens binders as well. So if you order one of the game boards out of my shop, you also can do the add-on of the binder itself with the tracker labels that will go on here on the front, the stickers that you'll have. So anyways, I am switching over to these. Me and my son are probably going to make another... I've got more supplies coming, so I've got, 14 more of these to make. And I've got 5 over here on my side that need to be cut down to size as well because the covers need to be cut down. But these are phenomenal. I love it. I love the fact that there's no zipper, so you don't have to worry about bulkiness. They just lay flat. They're amazing, and I love them. So, anyways, that's what I have for you today. We'll catch you in the next video. Please remember to stay safe and take care. Without Limits is out.